Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and it's time for the playing card prompt challenge. This is the last week. It's run by Amanda at Scrimping Mommy Facebook group. I've had a thoroughly enjoyable time with my 4 cards every week, and I'm quite sad that it's come to an end. That's a whole pack of cards, all altered and beautified and made lovely. I like travel week, and so yeah, we're at week 13, week 12, and week 13 is seasons, and you could pick one season, your favourite season, or do one of each season, or whatever you wanted to do. So I have chosen spring. I think it's quite a popular one to choose because there's some nice things that you can do for spring. So I have my card here. I have already decorated 3 of the cards, and we'll do this one together. So first of all, I just want to get a little bit of background on. Usually I would just give it a coat of white gesso, is what I've done in the past, but this week I'm just quite fancy some a little bit of old book page, just to give it a little bit of a background. I'm just going to put some pieces on. I've got 2 little bits of washi here stuck to the desk for later, and they keep jumping off the desk and onto my arm, so we'll just move them up the desk a little bit. So let's just get some book pages randomly on, just to do a little bit of a background. And another piece. Another piece maybe there, and then we'll do one final piece up the top there. This will pretty much get covered up with some paint and some texture paste, but it just adds, you can still see the print through a little bit. It just starts us off with a little background. There we are. I don't think I'll keep those little bits. What do you think? Nah, we'll not put them in the box to keep. We'll keep this piece. Okay, I have a little bit of painting. Let's just get rid of the excess glue there. Make sure that's stuck down. So to paint the background, I've got some acrylic paint, cloudy blue. I don't know if you can still get this. I've had this a long time. It's actually something that you daub on, but I just take the whole lid off and pour it onto my little thing here. Palette, that's the word, palette. So just, my brush has gone hard. That's it. So just a little, I was going to say a wash, but it's not a wash because it's acrylic, but just some blue. And I'm not going to pay much attention. I just want it on still to see. So I'm going to just dip a little bit of water, make it a little bit runnier. That's better. because I still want to see that there's book pages a little bit, and I still want to see that it's a plain card a little bit. And that'll do for that. Put that over there. We'll just lift that off, turn that up. There we are, and I think I'm going to give that a blast of the heat gun before we give it a little bit of a texture. And I have this stencil, and this stencil I think was free with a magazine or free with a kit at some point. It's got no name on it, and I've picked it out because it's got the diamonds, and this is a diamond card. I just want to take a wee bit excess off there. I think what we'll do is we'll put the texture paint and then we can blast everything all at once. I think that's probably quite a good idea, if that works. So this is my usual Daler Rowney texture paste. It's a nice thick one, as you can see. We'll just scoop out a little bit, and we will put some up in this corner. Good, good. And a little bit maybe down the bottom. Doesn't need to be perfect. I quite like when you get little half diamonds or little tiny bits of paste that aren't quite the full, adds to the texture. Okay, let's just do a little bit of a tidy up. Get the lid on that. Let's wipe this. Now we can give it a blast. Sit that there, and I'll give it a blast with the heat gun. Okay, that's all nice and dry now, and we want to add our focal point now. So I have a napkin here that I decided to use because it's got all sorts of nice wildlife that come out, I think mainly in the spring. So I have chosen the butterfly, the ladybird, the bumblebee and the dragonfly for my 4 cards, and I've just chopped off 1/4 of the napkin, so you get 4 of each. Then I took the ply, the stubble ply, I took the layer off, the plain layer, and I have what's left here from what I chopped up for my other cards. So I want to get the dragonfly out. So to get the dragonfly out, I've got a paintbrush and a little water, and I just dab round where I want the napkin to tear. And this gives me a nice edge, a nice feathery edge. It just pulls away. Like that. So easy. And then I can just tidy it up a little bit and maybe get some excess bits off that I don't want. I want it all rough and feathery so that it blends into the card and becomes part of the the background. Let's just get this little bit in here off, and another little bit there. Because it's become one ply and because of the water, it all just breaks away really easily. There we are. I think that'll be good for that. So what we want to do is just get this in the middle there somewhere. Let's move the water out the way. So to put this on, I'm going to use Mod Podge. Which is nearly done. And we'll just get our magazine back. And just gently get the Mod Podge onto the napkin. There we are. And then we'll just use the same brush just to get it all nicely blending into the card. Lovely. Now we're going to add a little last layer. Whoops. A little last layer of concentrated watercolour. This is by Art Philosophy and it's moss. And I just want to put a watery background around the edge and just let it kind of run about, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to find where the thing is. Here we are here. Now, have I got a wee space for this? Here's a wee space here. I think this is due a clean. So you get a little, it's not a dauber. What would that be called? Dropper. A dropper. And I'm going to do this again on my magazine. Plenty water. Just pick up the tiniest little bit of colour and then just add lots of water just to get it. I don't want to cover up the dragonfly, but I just want to kind of add a little bit of the colour around the edges. You can help it along with the brush. And then maybe just a little bit down the edge there, and a little bit down the edge there. The dragonfly has unfortunately kind of blended in too much to the background. You can hardly see the wings, but I guess that's what a dragonfly is like. The wings are quite translucent. Let's just move this and this out the way now, and I will show you my 3 other cards. So the bumblebee, the ladybird and the butterfly. And I've got a little tiny bit of washi on each of them. This washi, which I will put on once that's dry. I'll give that a quick blast, I think. So So that's it, pretty much dry. We'll just add this to this bottom corner, I think. Adds a little bit of extra texture and a little bit of colour. So that's the dragonfly. Let's get the book and see how they look in the book. And we'll just move everything to the side there. So I have stamped my usual week 13 and the date and the seasons, and a little bit of washi down the bottom here. So we'll just put the 4 cards in. I saved a bumblebee the other day. It was lying on the mat at the front door, looking quite sorry for itself. So I got a glass and a bit of card, and it was huge. It was about this size. And then I took it outside, out from the porch, and thingy didn't, it flew away quite happy. So that was good. That's one big bumblebee saved. They look quite cool actually, don't they? What do you think? Quite pleased with them. I'll get them stuck in. So that's the complete project done. 13 weeks. So thanks very much to Amanda at Scrimping Mommy for organising this. And yeah, I will add this book to my bookshelf, and I'll be able to have a look back every wee while at the cards. And yeah, so thanks for joining me today. If you've liked the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.